There are also rumors that the series will end soon. And now the mission of this cameraman is to find Traitor. We have already received the 23rd season of Skibiditoilet, but everyone is probably wondering when episode 72 will be released. And in this video, we will talk about the release date of episode 72, and there will also be several of my theories about what we can expect in the new episode and how it will begin. Hello friends, you're on the Dattebayo channel. Subscribe to the channel and press the like button under the video to speed up the release of the next video. And let's go. We can say that the Skibiditoilet has completed its first arc, and already from episode 72, the second stage of the series and the second arc with Astro toilets will begin. The situation is heating up with each episode, and we see crazy events in each episode. There are also rumors that the series will end soon, but I have my own opinion on this matter, and we will talk about it in another video. But what can we expect from the new episode? There are many options for what will happen there. From the new scenes in Season 23, we learned that the secret agent planned everything in detail, and his right hand is the lucky one according to this plan. And from what we saw, it seems to me that he doesn't like his job, because it was clear that he felt sorry for the Plungermen. Although they were not close friends, they still went through a lot of crap in this bunker. And it is possible that in some episode, the lucky one will betray the secret agent to help the Alliance. Remember, I predicted that this cameraman was pretending to be dead? And it turned out to be true. And now I think that perhaps in the future he will betray the secret agent. And I think that the loss of Plungerman is just the beginning, and the secret agent will also sacrifice some special agent or titan in his own interests. And then perhaps the lucky one will betray him, or sacrifice himself to save one of the agents. Because he clearly feels like crap now after the death of Plungerman. And we know that agents have feelings and emotions, and if a few more important characters die, then the lucky one won't be able to stand it morally. But also it's worth paying attention to the last words of the secret agent.
I'm sure you will convince them.
I'm sure you will convince them. And here he clearly means the Alliance. That the lucky one must convince them of something, and there are a lot of options for what exactly. And the first option is that the secret agent is trying to manipulate the Alliance through this cameraman, and he must convince them to do something important for the secret agent. And I have no doubt that in the next episodes, this cameraman will subtly lead the agents to some decision that is beneficial for the secret agent. Or the second option is that one of the agents guesses about the existence of a secret agent, and this cameraman must convince them that there is no secret agent. And this theory makes sense because we saw a detective cameraman, which, in my opinion, should find out everything about the secret agent. But there is a third option, and with a high probability that there is a traitor among the agents, and perhaps Boom also knows about it. But they have no evidence against him. And now the mission of this cameraman is to find Traitor, and for this a detective also appeared. And you must agree that the books that we found in this room are definitely not a coincidence, and also the latest agent technology. But to be honest, it's very difficult to say what exactly the secret agent's plan is. But I can definitely say that now we need to carefully observe the cameraman in the red shirt, and from his actions we will understand what their plan is. But we also don't know what plans the Astro Toilets and G-Man Titan have. You must agree that it's difficult to say which side the Astro Toilets are on. I can't say that they are 100% on the G-Man side, because based on what we were shown, it seems to me that they are hunting for him. Perhaps not for him, but for the cargo that was in the box. But Gmail will definitely not give up this box without a fight. But should we expect this battle in episode 72? I think not, because it's unlikely that the new arc will begin with an epic fights. But if this is the case, then we will have to wait a long time for the new episode. Maybe 7 or 8 days from now. But as I said before, I don't think that we will see a fight in this episode. I also found it strange that General Astro smiled when UFO Toilet told him something. And it's possible that it was then that he suspected that Gmail was up to something, and realized that he was trying to escape from this base with the cargo. And General smiled and said, "Well, this is not a problem for us, and I'm going to finish him off right now." And he flew away. And it is important to note that their conversation took place just at the time when Gmail gathered all the toilets and explained his plan to them. And all the toilets that we saw on the tablet flew away along with the cargo in episode 71, which confirms that Gmail knew that the scientist would die and gathered all the toilets in advance to carry out his plan. And perhaps he also knew that the Astro Toilets were hunting for him. And in general, I think that Gmail is actually a smart character, and he foresaw all the events and came up with a plan. He also has a blood in a black suit who is also smart and cunning. Since back in episode 66, we saw that he is very cold-blooded, and he will definitely play a very important role in future events. And he is like a mini-boss among toilets, and I think that he will fight with special agents, and most likely he will be able to kill someone, but then they will kill him. But I think I have already gone very far. But overall, G-Man and his blood were really cool in episode 71, and it is clearly visible from them that they ready for anything. But they don't know how strong the Astro toilet is that is hunting them. But the Astro toilet also doesn't know how strong G-Man Titan is. And personally, I think that G-Man is now at the level of Cameraman Titan in strength. It may seem strange that I put him on the level of the Titan Cameraman, but I am sure that they are equal in strength, since even fake G-Man fought very well with the Titans. And G-Man Titan will be much stronger than his fake version, and I can even assume that he will easily defeat the Titan Speaker Man. But I literally just noticed a funny detail in episode 71, and look closely at how G-Man tries to rizz his blood, and that's actually insane! He even blew him a kiss.
Bruh.
And actually it was funny, but let's talk about how the new episode will begin. And as always, I have several options. The first option is that we will see G-Man and a new SKIBIDI toilet base that definitely exists. And that is where G-Man is taking its cargo. But what's inside? It's hard to say, there could be absolutely everything there, but perhaps there's the body of a real G-Man. Or there's the body of a scientist who actually faked his death. But in fact, the theory about the scientist is unlikely because Boom said goodbye to him, and that means that he was real. And he would not say goodbye to him if it was another fake. But perhaps the secret agent does not know everything. We always think that he is almost a god, and he is not vulnerable, and he knows absolutely everything. But what if we are wrong, and he is vulnerable? It is not yet clear what his weak point is, but he is clearly worried about the new threat in the form of toilets, and we cannot say that he does not care about this. Perhaps there is also something important in this box for a secret agent, and then it becomes even more difficult to say what is there. But there is a chance that we will see G-Man already in episode 72. But I have two more options, and the second option is that we will watch the UFO toilet and see the base of the Astro toilets. Or the Astro General will face the Titans in battle as they flew in the same direction. But this option is the least likely, and the third option is the most likely of all. And we will probably see the Alliance base and a detective's cameraman who will look for a traitor in the army of agents, or he will look for information about a secret agent. And personally, I think that this episode will be chill since this is a new arc, but I will repeat that these are just my theories. And Mr. Boom is very unpredictable, and he can do absolutely anything. Also, don't forget about Simp Cameraman, because I personally sure that he is alive and we will see him soon, but we will find out whose side he will be on in future episodes. But there is also a final fourth option. And perhaps we will watch the episode from the perspective of Titan Cameraman, as it was in episode 51. And we will find out exactly where the Titans flew away and what will happen on their way. This option should not be underestimated, since we have already seen something like this in episode 51. And at first, they can show us where the Titans are flying, but then the camera will switch to the Alliance base, where we will be shown a detective who will look for the information he needs. In any case, one of my theories will definitely be confirmed, since I don't see other options for how a new episode will begin. But let's talk about the release date, and there's good news and bad news. And let's start with the bad news. After Boom publishes a compilation of the season, then the next episode usually released in 7 or 10 days. And since we received almost 2 minutes of new content in season 23, we can count this as one episode. And it is possible that the new episode will only be released in 5 or 7 days. But the good news is that season 23 was released 5 days after the release of episode 71, and Boom also said that episodes will be released more often than before. And most likely, we will return to the schedule of one episode in 5 or 7 days. Season 23 was released almost 3 days ago, so I think that a new episode will be released in 3 or maximum 4 days. And perhaps then each new episode be released once every 5 days and will last about 1.5 or 2 minutes. Anyways, you know that information appears on my channel the fastest, so I will definitely make a video if leaks or some news appears. Also, the latest news is in my Discord, so be sure to join there. And also tomorrow, the 7th season of the SKIBIDI multiverse will be released, and there will also be new and unique scenes. So be sure that you are subscribed to Elite Clockwoman, as she finds all the details in every episode. All links will be in the description under this video. And you are on the Dattebayo channel, and see you.